high quality images of the individuals in your team helps to humanize your organization, allowing people to connect faces with names, which can build trust and rapport. We're going to photographer Angelie. We'll go over how you can get professional portraits by finding great light, choosing backgrounds that complement your subject, which camera angle works best, how you can capture some great moments and emotion, positioning and directing people, why you should use the optical zoom, and what you can do before the shoot to ensure it goes smoothly. Let's get started. If you're taking someone's photo, which part of the face is most important? It's the eyes. Sometimes I'll see photos people have taken in the office and you can't really see the person's eyes clearly because the light is coming from the ceiling, lighting up the forehead. This means the eyes are in shadow. To overcome this, position the subject so there's a window in front of them. In this room there are windows on the front here and on the side here. I've opened all the blinds in front of Angelie so that her face is illuminated. You might also consider turning off any ceiling lights because we want to avoid that top lighting. So if we try a shot here, I'll just set you typing on the computer there and just looking at the camera here. Excellent. If you haven't got a suitable window, somewhere near the entrance to an exterior door works really well. Not only does it mean you avoid the ugly ceiling lights and have great front lighting, but it can also provide a nice frame. Usually, the best backgrounds for photographing people are clean, simple backgrounds. If your background is really busy or cluttered, you might consider removing things that are distracting or changing your position to crop them out. You can also use portrait mode to help blur distractions. So I take a photo here, and if I get you typing on the computer, folks, and that's it. Now I can see in this image I've got this item in the background which is drawing a viewer's attention away from Ange. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this out of the frame. So I'll pop that over there. And these folders here look really nice. So I'm going to bring these in here. I think these can be a bit distracting, so we'll move those. Now let's try another photo. Okay, so you're typing at that computer again. That's it. Great. Yes, they're looking really nice. Remember that to maintain a cohesive look, it's a good idea to use the same or similar backgrounds for all staff portraits. This creates a sense of unity and consistency when all the images are displayed together. Let's talk about positioning and directing people. Firstly, we want to avoid people's slouchy, as it's really unflattering. We also want to avoid the double chin. So let's have a look at what a bad photo looks like. So if you can kind of slouch in a chair there and just bring your sort of chin back into your neck, that's it. And let's take a photo there. Okay, great. Now if you can sit on the edge of the chair, lift yourself up, that's it. And imagine there's a string pulling your nose towards the camera and chin down. And let's try one more there. That looks so much nicer. Fantastic. Very good. You really want the person you're photographing to look confident in front of the camera. When people are nervous or scared, their eyes widen and you've got that deer in a headlight look. Peter Hurley, a fantastic portrait photographer, coined the phrase the squinch. It just means narrowing the eyes slightly to create a more confident look. The squinch is the way our eyes look when you have a genuine smile. Let's try with the eyes wide open and with the squinch. So I'm holding that pen there, thanks Ange, and looking at the camera here. And we'll go with the eyes wide open. Okay, big eyes, that's it. Okay, great. And now just a slight squinch. That's it. That's it. Bit more of a squinch. There we go, great. Fantastic. For mid and full length shots, avoid having your subject hang their arms straight down. You want arms and legs to be bent. It looks so much better and slims down the body. So suggest placing a hand in a pocket or on hips or folding arms. Let's try some of these with Angie here. So we'll move the computer out of the way. And I'll get you just standing against the wall there, thanks. And we'll move that chair around here. And if you could just have your arms straight down by your side there, and we'll take a photo there. Okay. And now let's try with our hands in the pocket. And if you can put the weight on one foot, that's it. Great. And looking at the camera here, that's looking really nice. And then let's try with the arms folded. That's it. And still the weight on the one foot. That's it. Fantastic. That looks great. Think about if the subject looks best facing straight to the camera or if they should turn their body towards the window. Facing the camera straight on can convey strength and authority, and sometimes it makes people appear square and bulky. Traditionally, men are photographed straight onto a camera as they like to appear broad and strong, while women like the S-curve, so would often turn to the side and put their weight on their back foot. This naturally makes the front foot lighter and gives a nice S shape. Let's try some of these techniques with Angie. So facing straight to the camera here, we'll just move slightly that way. And then facing straight to the camera. That's it. That's it. Yeah, now put the weight on the one foot. And we'll hang the hands in the pockets then. That's it. Great. Yeah, let's try one there. Excellent. That's looking really nice. Now if you face towards the window and keep that weight on that back foot. That's it. Great. And how about with the arms folded? Yeah, really nice. Fantastic. People often don't know what to do with their hands, so if you get them doing something or holding something, they'll be more comfortable and you'll get more authentic moments. It also means they're naturally going to bend their arms, giving you more flattering images. So as I'll get you holding this notepad here, just in this arm here, that's it. And let's use your other hand on the table. Perfect. Fantastic. Weight on the back foot. Looking straight at the camera here. Great. That's looking really nice. Fantastic. Most of the time, shooting at just below eye level is going to work best for portraits. This means the camera is slightly pointed up and makes people look strong and powerful rather than diminished. So let's try here, and I'll get you with your right arm kind of on the table like that. That's it. Great. And let's bring this in as a foreground. Just adds a bit of interest. And if I'm just slightly below your eye level here, and yeah, if you're looking straight down there, that's really nice. Fantastic. Once you've got these images, you can get creative and try getting down lower. This can work really well for including a foreground to make your images more interesting. It also really empowers your subject, but just be mindful if you get down too low, you can start looking up noses. So we'll go to the same position as we were before, Andrew. So we'll have that right arm on the table there. And if I come down even lower here, okay, and I can bring this here just as more of a foreground. And I'm just going to go back a little bit further. Great. Yeah, these are looking really cool. Okay. Above eye level helps to eliminate double chins and slims down the body. It also makes it easier to showcase an office desk. So let's try one here. So same position as before, so we'll have that right arm on the table there and just looking up at the camera here. Great. And I'll just try a slightly different angle, a slightly higher angle. So we've got a bit of variety. Okay, nice. Have a play with different angles. A variety of compositions can also be helpful so you're not sharing the same picture across all your social platforms or marketing channels. So if we'll start with one from above. Oh, sorry, we'll get you with the arm on the table. That's it. Great. And just looking straight at the camera here. Okay, we'll try a couple different angles. Great, great. And also low. Okay, fantastic. When composing your portraits, try using the telephoto or zoom lens where possible. This means taking a few steps back and using the 2 times or 5 times lens. This will give you much more flattering portraits and slims down the body. Wide-angle lenses tend to distort things. By zooming in, not only do you get a more flattering portrait, but you also get more blur in the background. So let's have a look at the difference. Here's a shot. I'll get you with the right arm on the table like so, just looking at the camera. And here's with the wide-angle lens. And now another one with a 2 times zoom. And then the 5 times zoom back here. And it just looks so much better. You want the person you're photographing to feel at ease and connect with you. You are aiming for images where they appear relaxed and confident. This might mean you do something silly or tell a joke. Often the best moments just after someone has stopped laughing. They're completely relaxed and you get an authentic smile. Another way to bring out a natural expression is to get them thinking of something that makes them happy. You might start by asking them what they're doing on the weekend. Perhaps it's spending time with a dog, going surfing, or spending time with their kids. Tapping into these personal moments helps them relax. For example, if anyone asks me about my son Jarrah, I can't help but smile. So, and I'll get you here just holding this pen. And maybe you can tell us, you guys have just got back from Europe. Whereabouts in Europe did you go?
Yeah, we went to Barcelona.
Okay.
And also we went to Paris.
Paris, okay.
Yes, it was a great.
And what was your favorite place?
I like Paris a lot.
Okay. Yeah. And what did you do in Paris? Did you go to some nice restaurants?
Yes, we went to nice restaurants and had good nights and...
Fantastic.
That's great.
Great. That's beautiful smiles. Fantastic. It's also important to understand the power of mirroring. What usually happens if you smile at someone, they smile back. If you look stressed or not confident, this will be reflected in the person you're photographing. If you convey confidence and positivity, your subjects are likely to mirror these emotions. Also, make the shoot quick. Don't leave people hanging while you work out the best background or props. You should have all that thought out before the shoot. If the shoot is quick, it will make it much easier to get natural smiles, and people will be happy to get their photo taken again in the future. Finally, choose a location where your subject will feel comfortable and can be themselves. Sometimes people don't like to get their photo taken when everyone is watching. Think of locations where people can have some fun and you might be able to get some unique images. Lastly, if you want to capture great images, make sure to do some prep before the shoot. Test the lighting, take a few selfies and see how your eyes and skin tone look. Do you need to move closer to a window? Consider the background. Are there any distractions you can remove prior to the shoot? Have some go-to ideas for positioning and directing your subject. Do you want to bring any props like a folder or laptop for them to hold? What creative compositions can you try? And think about how you can get some authentic moments and avoid fake cheesy smiles.